just want to get on here and say, be careful of what you wish for. Careful what you wish for. Because people are, and you know, I used to do the same thing. I used to ask for the bare minimum from someone, specifically a man. And I stepped into a new reality where I realized the bare minimum that a woman is asking for is not the same bare minimum that a man gives or thinks a woman's bare minimum is. The capacity of bare minimum for a woman is completely different from the capacity of a man's bare minimum. And I really had to realize that, like, if anything, if you're dating with a purpose or you're dating with the intention, let it be known that you are requiring the bare maximum. The word bare means plain or simple. If you're asking for simple minimum, plain minimum, that's what you're gonna get. You're speaking into existence for a man to give you simple minimum effort. Now, for the life that I desire, I am asking and speaking into existence from anyone who enters my life, whether it be friends, a love interest, that's not the word I was looking for, but a family member, a business partner, anyone who enters my life, I require plain and simple maximum effort, period. Not plain and simple minimum effort, because the effort that I put in will be the same maximum effort, if not more than the effort that I require. Because I know what I have to offer. I puts my work in. I does my work. If I fuck with you, you gonna know. Oh yeah, she fuck with me. Oh yeah, she like me. You gonna know. But I had to learn how to set boundaries, because if you step in and you go into a situation automatically giving maximum effort, you will literally drain yourself, and there will be no effort left for yourself, because you're so focused on putting effort into whatever situation that you chose to step in. And while I'm on that subject, while I'm saying that, ask yourself, are you the villain? Are you the villain or the hero of your story? Now, automatically, because of how we were conditioned growing up, our brains automatically go to the negative aspect of a scenario or situation or whatever the case may be. And you know, we definitely have the power to change, to flip that negative thought into something positive. Like, it's easy to think something negative about yourself. It's so easy to do. But just as easy as that the effort is to think something negative about yourself, it's so easy to think something positive about yourself. You think back about all the things that you've done in your past. You just continue to dwell on. You think that you are who you used to be back then, or the things that you used to accept or tolerate or do back then. You still think like, oh well, you know, I used to sleep with niggas too soon, or I'll have sex with somebody as soon as the opportunity presents itself, because that's what I was doing. That's what I did, and I do that. That's what I do. But if you no longer want to be that person, then you can easily make a decision to be someone else, to be a totally different person than who you used to be. and you'll attract, or you'll basically practice using your discernment effectively moving forward. Like, oh, for certain situation arises and you're like, I seen this before. Yes, baby. Yes, mama. Well, we're in traffic. That's the only thing.
Oh no.
I know. I'm so sorry that the traffic is so backed up like this. It's Saturday. Everybody trying to get to the other side. They traveling. But a certain situation arises and you're like, wait, I seen this before. I know what this is. You can use your discernment to go ahead and reroute your direction. Choose to separate yourself from what no longer suits you. Oh yeah, that no longer suits me. I don't participate. I don't sleep with people or put myself in a situation that would cause me to sleep with somebody. I'm not doing that, especially if there's no solidified evidence that this person has intentions on being with me long term or marrying me or anything of that nature. You know, I could use my time doing something else. Use my time wisely. Y'all, when I would use my time to spend with someone who had no intentions. Now, I would go into a situation with an idea of what I wanted, but never had a discussion with a person of what they wanted or what their intention was behind what we were doing. And that's wrong to do. It's wrong to do because you play the villain here. You go into a situation being delusional, like, oh yeah, this is so nice, we connecting well, and you realize that when you first meet people, you're not meeting them, you're meeting their representative. You're meeting someone who they portray themselves to be when you first meet. Yes, that's possible. That sounds like a plan. Let's finish one task first before we move on to something else. Mommy would like to get this first task done before we do something else. But that sounds like something fun to do together. Sounds like a good idea. You always have good ideas, Nadia. But we go into situations being delusional, thinking that, you know, this is who this person is, who they first showed you as themselves to be, and that's not who they are. That's why things take time, because you have no idea what this person has going on outside of you. And that's another thing that I had to realize. Like, yes, your world revolves around you, but somebody else's world does not revolve around you. Their world revolves around them and what they have going on. What's going on in their life does not revolve around you. Not at all. Not at all. So while you wasting your time, you know, waiting for this young man to get himself together and yada yada, you are wasting your time. I'll tell you that right now. And I'm only telling you this because I have and am experiencing it. Try to save some hope for him at the end. And at the end of the day, your hope that you got now, and with the God that I serve, He lets me know. Father lets me know. Mother lets me know what's going on. Now you get that information and be not naive about the information that you receive. Once you're given that information, you have free will to do whatever it is that you please to do. The consequences that come after that, there's always a cause and effect. The effects after the cause or the choices that you chose to make, that's on you. It's the karma that comes along with the decisions you chose to make after you were given information about a situation or a person or a place or a thing or whatever the case may be. You still chose and decided to go ahead and do what you wanted to do. Do what your ego wants you to do. It's out of God's hands at that point. He told you already. Listen, now I'm letting you know such and such is gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, before it even happens. Because he'll tell you way before it happens, just to try to help you out and save you, give you some grace, so you can give yourself some grace. Because I know you're going through it, and I know, it's hard and it's been a long time, and your mind is kind of caught up in the idea that you had, the vision that you have. However, I'm telling you beforehand that this is what will occur if you decide to jump back in the water with the sharks. You want to jump back in the water with the sharks, you're going to get bit. And that's just that. Now, if you want to get bit, go right ahead. Go ahead and get bit. But if you don't want to get bit, then you know what to do. Comment, share, like, subscribe. Just get into the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Learn some things. Take in the info. Especially if you consider yourself an info. Also, follow my brand, Tulips and Honeys, also on Instagram. That's at tulipsandhoneys.co. Support the brand, y'all. Merch coming soon.
And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a Ken. Like Jazzy, Stacy, Nikki. All of the Barbies is pretty. All of the Barbies is bad. It girls, and we ain't playing tag. Rad, but he spank me when I get bad. I'm in LA, Rodeo Drive. I'm in New York, Madison Ave. I'm a Barbie girl. Pink Barbie dream house. The way Ken be killing shit got me yelling out like the Scream House. Yelling out, we ain't selling out. We got money, but we ain't lending out. We got bars, but we ain't belling out. In that pink Ferrari, we pillin' out. I told Tay, bring the Bob Dylan out. That pussy so cold, we just chillin' out. Baby yelling, yet yelling out. It's Barbie, bitch, if you still in doubt. Ooh. And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a Ken. Like Jazzy, Stacy.